We begin the readout with new revelations about January 6th. The Daily Beast is reporting on yet another plot by Trump's allies to overturn Joe Biden's victory. And I know there's a lot, so stick with me here. This one is from Steve Bannon and Trump's trade advisor, Peter Navarro. And this plot they dubbed the Green Bay Sweep. Now, get this. Together, they corralled Republican members of Congress to object to certifying Joe Biden's electors in the joint session of January 6th. As Navarro told the Daily Beast, we spent a lot of time lining up over 100 congressmen, including some senators. It started out perfectly. At 1 p.m., Paul Gosar and Ted Cruz did exactly what was expected of them. Now, those are Peter Navarro's words directly. Their goal, obviously, was to turn a routine proceeding into a forum for baseless claims and essentially overthrowing the will of the people. It was designed to get us 24 hours of televised hearings, Navarro admitted. Now, by delaying the process for as long as possible, they intended to put the maximum pressure on Vice President Mike Pence, hoping that he would eventually give in to their demands to send the electoral votes back to 6 states. This is just one of several plots implemented by Trump's allies that have been uncovered in recent months, and it comes as we learn more about the next steps in the investigation of January 6th. Now, the Washington Post is reporting that the Select Committee's rough timeline includes public hearings starting this winter and stretching into the spring, followed by an interim report this summer. Now, according to the committee, those hearings will be a dramatic presentation of behind-the-scenes maneuvering by Trump, his allies, and anyone involved in the attack or the attempt to overturn the election results. The Post also revealed that the committee has 5 investigative teams pursuing separate avenues of inquiry related to the January 6th investigation, and they've only just begun to merge those findings. Now, separately, The Guardian reports that the committee intends to investigate a phone call that Trump made to his so-called war room of advisors at the Willard Hotel just hours before the insurrection. That investigation is more urgent than ever, given that Republicans would not hesitate to shut down if they could retake the majority during midterms. And their hostility towards the Select Committee is another sign of how toxic Congress has become since January 6th. The Wall Street Journal reports that according to interviews with more than 4 dozen lawmakers and congressional aides, the House has become a deeply unpleasant place to work, with simmering ill feelings and a series of ugly incidents fraying remaining bipartisan ties. Not to mention that the threats of violence have risen against members of both parties in the House and Senate.